WQEE 99.1 FM, The Key, Newnan, Sharpsburg, Franklin, LaGrange.
The House of Light brings clarity to your soul, offering a safe space for healing through our compassionate practitioners, services, classes, and wisdom, plus the tools to support you in our retail space.
To protect his home and family from disaster, Steve used courage, wisdom, and his camera phone.
That should do it.
Way to go, Steve! By simply taking digital pictures of his family's important documents, Steve can always have them stored safely online, no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
The views and opinions of this show and program are not the views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele.
Good morning. Welcome to WQEE 99.1. I'm Donna.
And I am Bruce.
And this is
Lyrical Wisdom.
Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Donna.
How are you this bright, beautiful morning?
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Me too.
I feel like it's a really great day out there. It's beautiful, but I am happy to see clouds some days simply because I feel like we don't see clouds. Whether they're real or not, they just seem to not be very in the sky. And sometimes I love to see those clouds float by. It is such a beautiful blue sky out there. It's just, it's amazing that, if you think about how many days we've had now without any rain.
Oh, I know. It's been so beautiful. It's been a beautiful fall.
It's just amazing to think about that, and to think about how the rain has been kind of like that thing that comes when you notice that there are clouds in the sky, and it's amazing that whether those things are real up there or not.
I was going to say, yeah. Clouds lately have looked so fake to me, so well, I just look up and I say, who painted those clouds?
Yeah. My wife and I look at those clouds sometimes, and we think that is probably me seeing something that I can't really see because it's vibrating at a different frequency, and so I'm looking at something that's probably flying by in our sky, and I can't see it. But we have a really wonderful morning. We've got a great song to look forward to.
We're going to the night now.
We are.
Right?
We are going to
take these blue skies away and bring this setting to complete darkness.
Yes. Complete darkness.
Darkness. Imagine it's midnight.
Midnight.
Thank you so much, Matt in Tennessee.
Yes.
We're doing your song this morning.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sending in a request.
Yes, thank you.
Remember, all of you out there, you can send your requests to
lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. You can also send them to 99classicrock@gmail.com. That's 99classicrock@gmail.com. And we also have a YouTube channel.
Oh, yes, we do. And we figured it out, y'all.
We did. We want to make sure that we tell everybody exactly how to find us so that you guys can get on there and like and subscribe and see all of the possibilities that are up there for you to see. And that is at Lyrical Wisdom 888. At Lyrical Wisdom 888. Now, when you just search Lyrical Wisdom on YouTube, and this is how I've kind of learned my lesson, really, there's a lot of words that YouTube searches for. So you're going to end up scrolling a lot. And the greatest thing about that is that we have a very good friend here that you're going to find our episodes through, and that's through WQEE 99.1 FM. So, if you are really having trouble remembering what we just said at Lyrical Wisdom 888, then WQEE 99.1 will will have an episode of ours, and it doesn't take very much, but you're going to have to try to find a way to then, look for our channel. But please go ahead and check out what they got up there, because they got some great stuff too. So please know that you can check out what they're doing here at 99.1, and also find our episodes up there on YouTube for Lyrical Wisdom. And once again,
and you can probably find Lyrical Wisdom through the House of Light as well.
Absolutely. Yes, you can find the Lyrical Wisdom there at the House of Light. And, we enjoy a like and a subscribe. And that's a really nice way to, kind of give us some feedback. But also commentary can be made on YouTube. And requests can be made on YouTube. So please send us your requests, because we've got one for Matt today. Thank you, Matt.
All right, Matt. Here is Midnight Rider by the Allman Brothers Band. I grew up on this song.
Wow, yeah.
I love it. Thanks, Matt. Well, I've got to run to keep from hiding, and I'm bound to keep on riding. And I've got one more silver dollar, but I'm not going to let 'em catch me. Nope, not going to let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. And I don't own the clothes I'm wearing, and the road goes on forever. And I've got one more silver dollar, but I'm not going to let 'em catch me. No, not going to let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. And I've gone by the point of caring some old bed I'll soon be sharing. And I've got one more silver dollar, but I'm not going to let 'em catch me. No, not going to let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. No, I'm not going to let 'em catch me. No, not going to let 'em catch the Midnight Rider.
Wow.
This is a really fun song. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
I do see a lot of wisdom in this.
I do.
Yeah, because you can go straight to midnight, straight to that darkness, like we were talking about.
Yes.
Here we are sitting in this bright, beautiful morning sunshine.
Oh my goodness, yeah. There's so many possibilities on days like today, and especially with the temperature. I was watching somebody drive, and I know most of us drive with our convertibles open sometimes, but it was really fun to see people driving with their convertibles open at night. I think that just is a wonderful temperature to be able to enjoy our world in that darkness, and to enjoy the drive at night like that. And that's a part of nighttime that not everybody, really gets to enjoy as well as we do in this kind of environment here in Georgia.
Well, I think there's something about the nighttime, especially midnight, that is haunting. And also, if you don't want to get caught, usually the best time to do it is in the dark, right?
Darkness. Yes.
So why not let it be midnight?
Absolutely.
So for me, there also is that aspect of the darkness, meaning
yes.
the shadow within the light.
Yeah.
That aspect of a person that they don't want to look at, and they constantly run away from it.
And in a way make excuses for, or figure out a way to kind of avoid, and in running away, avoid it. Because that's what I feel like, that midnight, you're not going to let them catch the Midnight Rider, because for as long as we can run at night, then we can avoid facing this issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I love that, because it's kind of it's exactly the way. It's amazing. The exact way that it starts. Well, I've got to run to keep from hiding.
Yes. What is he hiding from? That's the beauty about this song, is there is no, why is he running? Why is he hiding?
And
it doesn't give you any any reason.
No, it doesn't. And you actually get a little bit of a clue, because then he says the next line, which is a commitment to that. I've got to run to keep from hiding, and I'm bound to keep on riding. That means I'm bound to it. I'm committed to what I just said I'm doing. I'm hiding, and that means I'm running away from it. I'm riding. And I've got one more silver dollar, like I've got maybe $1 to my name. But beyond all of that setback or adversity, I'm not going to let him catch me.
And that's the interesting thing, Bruce, is who is going to catch him?
And it really could be himself.
I was going to say, I think it's the demons that he's running from in the dark. It's like I said, that darkness, those things that you don't want to be, that you don't want to face. You don't want to come face to face with. And therefore, you keep hiding from it and you keep running from it.
Yes.
You're bound to keep on riding.
Yep.
And it could be riding in a car. It could be riding on a horse.
Yes.
It's just riding on a train, riding on a plane.
Yes.
It's, for me, I love it because I love horses. So I imagine this guy just out free on a horse running during the night.
Yeah.
Only during the night. He hides during the day because he doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what I see this as.
Yeah.
I've got one more silver dollar. Like you mean, like you were saying, I've got one, I do have something that I can rely on. I do have one thing I can fall back on. There is something that I have that is good.
A true anchor in the 3D world.
And it's not just $1, Bruce. It's a silver dollar.
Yeah, it's got very, very much, there's a lot of symbolism in that.
Yes.
A lot of meaning behind the silver and the dollar, and the two, like just as the two descriptive ways of those two words. And
it's a value.
Yeah,
It's worth more than just $1.
Yes, and it's also with it comes that attractiveness that is almost like a raven or a bird that is attracted to the shiny object.
Oh, wow.
And so you have that one more, and he, that's the really interesting thing about how he sings that song is it's almost like a lamenting wail in a certain way, the way he says, I have one more, because he lingers on those words. And then he says that with such emphasis when he says silver dollar. Mm-hmm. And it makes me want to sing it. I don't want to do that to you guys out there. But I'm just saying, like, it really has, I think, you're putting a really good point on this, Donna, is that it really has more meaning than you kind of, now that we're looking at it,
Yeah. But I'm not going to let him catch me. No, not going to let him catch the Midnight Rider.
The Midnight Runner. It really is. It's so funny how it's almost like hearing that now, looking at it this way, it makes me think that when I think of the cliche that denial isn't just a river in Egypt, is something that could be a part of this song, because it seems like I'm not going to let him catch me. I'm not going to let myself catch myself. I'm not going to acknowledge my own shadows, demons. Mm-hmm. I'm going to.
I'm not going to let them overtake me.
I'm not going to.
I'm going to concentrate on this silver dollar.
Yep, and this this anchor of the 3D world, and just really saturate myself in it by denial of these things, and just not avoiding the acknowledgement of it.
And I guess the reason also why, because it's just now coming to me, the reason why he rides at midnight is because he can't sleep. Because when he's home alone during the dark, that's when all those shadows come at you.
They do.
They come at you. So he doesn't want to just be idle in it.
No, yeah.
So he's just going to keep on running from it.
And that's the time when we all have those moments, of course, in sleep or in just in nighttime. Of course, you are almost forced to be within yourself, because nighttime is a time of calm and sleep, and so the world is quiet, and so you're almost forced to be within yourself. And so, yeah, it is very difficult to avoid it at that time. It's a lot easier to avoid being inside of yourself during the day.
And I don't own the clothes I'm wearing.
That's, that's something that, like, I can't, it's really
It
funny.
made sense to me because I was like, oh my gosh, does anybody? I mean, ooh, I like that shirt here, and you give them a credit card.
Well,
You haven't really paid for it yet.
No.
So you're wearing it and you really haven't paid for it.
No, Well, and there's also, to me, I love, and I don't own the clothes I'm wearing, because I'm thinking these are,
hand-me-downs.
secondhand clothes, going to the vintage store and picking up something or somewhere where you can find something that you can wear that's cool and classic
And then again, maybe he just stole them off the clothesline somewhere.
There's a lot of options to that, but it really speaks to the road goes on forever, because that road is basically, in one phrase I remember from the past, it's like Tobacco Road. It isn't the easiest road to walk on. It doesn't carry a lot of, he's only got one more silver dollar. It's worth more than $1, but it's still, he's not claiming to be a wealthy man on this journey.
Right.
He's showing us basically that, he's kind of living living with his means. He's living within his means, I would say, and acknowledging that these are his means. Like, he has this road that he lives on, and he doesn't even own the clothes he's wearing. So I think that speaks to that kind of a look on it, like a little bit of a, I don't want to think of it as a vagabond, but somebody that is constantly traveling.
I was going to say the road goes on forever. He is acknowledging the fact that he knows that he will be running forever, that he is making a choice to be the Midnight Rider.
Yes.
He just doesn't want to face his darkness.
Oh, yeah. Because then it goes back to, I've got one more silver dollar.
He's got one more silver dollar.
And he is not going to let them, or they are not going to let them catch them.
I'm not going to let him catch me.
No.
Yeah.
And they're not going to let him catch it. And then that becomes the character, if you will, the persona, hiding behind the Midnight Rider.
It also, it gives him an identity.
Yes.
It gives him a reason for living, a reason for being, because then he becomes this elusive being that is, I don't own the clothes I'm wearing.
There's much more.
And this road is going on forever. This is the rest of my life. I am the Midnight Rider, and I am not going to get caught. He is creating this persona, this avatar that he is enjoying riding, being that Midnight Rider. Because he's gone
beyond.
He's gone by the point of caring. I've gone by the point of caring. Some old bed I'll soon be sharing.
Yeah, it's there's the implications there. That point of caring is exactly what we're talking about. But this some old bed I'll soon be sharing. I've really been like trying to hold back on what I wanted to ask you. What do you think about that, Donna? Because that seems very interesting to me.
Well, two things pop into my head. First of all, he's just going to find someone that will give him a bed to lay his head on. Whether he'll be sharing it with a partner, picking someone up at a bar or whatever, he's going to sleep in someone's bed. Or he's going to go into one of those old motels.
Oh, yeah.
On the side of the road where, the beds are so old and he's, just going to find a room for the night.
Absolutely. I also wondered if it is the old bed I'll soon be sharing could be like an illusion, or I don't know how to put it, a reference to laying down and resting in a more permanent way.
Interesting. Okay. I see what you're saying.
I don't know if that's, and because I think the same thing. I think some old bed also sharing.
Soon.
Yeah. I think it does reach out more to being with an actual person or on a bed that has been shared by many. And I think that points back to exactly like we've been talking about, is that really I've got one more silver dollar.
I really like your version, Bruce, that he's saying it's my deathbed.
Yeah.
It's my deathbed. It's an old bed that everybody has visited.
Yeah.
That is no longer with us.
And it's funny because he's given into that. I've gone beyond the point of caring. I don't own any clothes that I'm wearing. I've got like $1 to my name, but I'm not going to give in. I am not going to look in the mirror.
Yeah. Because I know that death is there. I know that soon I'll be sharing this old bed that everybody has been in that is no longer here.
Yeah.
A deathbed. Interesting. Or he's going to find someone to sleep with and keep going.
And then keep going. But it is.
Because he's got one more silver dollar.
Yeah. And he's not going to let him catch him. No. I'm not going to let him catch the Midnight Rider. And it repeats, they repeat it. No, I'm not going to let him catch me, no. And I'm not going to let him catch the Midnight Rider. It's so interesting that they really put emphasis on that. And I feel like that is that kind of a signal, because that bed, it could be that comfort of knowing that there's that pattern. Don't know why we can't get out of that pattern, but we always fall back into that pattern. And so that bed that they share could be just a very familiar bed, maybe with somebody, maybe not, but in that situation that's familiar. So it's
interesting. Yes,
like a way of just not being able to escape their own behavior like that. But it's interesting to me that it's just then there is that constant return, like that boomerang. I'm not gonna let him catch me. Nope, I am not gonna look at.
Not gonna let him catch me.
Almost as if the ears are plugged, the eyes are closed, and they're singing as loud as they can.
Well, it is a very interesting song because it is making the Midnight Rider the hero almost of his own pain, of his own darkness.
Martyr.
Right. Yeah. And I think that is, for me, the lesson or the wisdom in this song is, if you want to be the Midnight Rider, by all means, be the Midnight Rider.
Absolutely.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We all are on our own individual journey. And if I choose to be that Midnight Rider, then I'm going to do it in style.
Yes, I would agree. We
all have choice.
We do.
And he could choose to use that silver dollar to find a really nice brand new bed that's comfortable to sleep in.
Yeah, and maybe buy some clean new clothes.
Right, buy clothes that he owns, But he doesn't care.
No.
He does not care, and I think that is the biggest point, is that he's gone by. So past. Gone by means I've gone past the point of caring.
Yeah.
And when that happens, it's really difficult sometimes to come back.
Oh my goodness, I can't imagine, because then you've basically grown in a way, and so you've like sprouted a new whole trunk of the tree, and that would be very difficult to change, I guess, at that point,
Yeah.
But
so I guess what I'm saying is, if you realize that you are becoming the Midnight Rider, you have a choice. you have a choice to stop running, stop hiding, and face the darkness, face the fears, face whatever it is at midnight. Because, that's another thing, Bruce. Midnight. Come on, that's the witching hour.
It is. Which Halloween is coming.
Yes. So, for it to be the midnight, not just the evening rider or nighttime rider.
Or the dark rider, even.
Right. It's
very
midnight, which
specific.
is traditionally known as the witching hour.
It is. And it's also when, I know that its name comes from, middle of the night.
But you know what, Bruce? Another beautiful thing is, if you think about midnight, it also brings in the dawn of a new day.
Wow.
Because that moment past midnight begins a new day.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, all of you midnight riders out there, yes, just realize that the new day is right there with you.
It's coming.
It's right there with you.
Yeah.
So, like we said, that's cool. Really, really cool. Thank you, Matt. This was fun.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And a lot of rambling, but I love it. I love it. And so, thank you. Thank you, Donna. Send in your requests if you guys have any out there to lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com, or here at WQEE at 99classicrock@gmail.com. That's 99classicrock@gmail.com.
And thank you all so much for being here with us on WQEE 99.1 FM. We'll see you all next week.